It's in the news. I saw it in the news. What are the odds that you saw it too? What are the odds? What are the odds? Hey, Tony P, what are the odds?
Hey, everybody, it's me, Tony P. It's me. That makes this Tony P. Oddcast, where I talk about weird and wacky news from around the world. I have one pretty weird today, and it's from around the world. It's not a Florida man story, although it wouldn't shock me if it was. But how are you doing? That's what's more important. This is wacky news from around the world and you. Yeah, you. How are you doing? I hope it's well. You can send me a message on Twitter or Facebook, or go to TonyPHenderson.com. There's ways to reach me there. And let me know how you're doing. Just send me a message, be like, I'm good. And I'll respond back. Because, there's not that many of you. Now, if there are, there may be a delay in the response. But more than likely, I'll respond back. And I'll be like, yo, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm good. I honestly don't have much to report. I lately have just been on I don't know, like on the path, if you will, and just working. I mentioned, I do that hungry route, that meal plan thing. So I've been trying to keep up with that. And it's not much. It doesn't take that long. They're quick little meals, but it's more than I'm used to doing. And it's not the cooking. The cooking part's fine. Like, I actually enjoy it. I, put some music on, playing my phone. Basically, I'm just letting something heat up, flipping it over, letting it heat up, then maybe heating up something else in a pan. But we call it cooking. But I'm enjoying it. It's the dishes part that get me. When you eat out, you just throw the bag away, and that's it. You're done. But now there's I eat off of dishes like an adult. I cook with cookware, and that stuff gets dirty. And it's in the sink, and then I got to move it to the dishwasher. Oy vey, how do I have time for anything? Y'all, true story. I mentioned I was out of town a few weeks ago. Other than that, dog, I've just been chilling. Just working, trying to eat better. That's about it. Supposed to be going to the gym. I'll do that tomorrow, maybe, or tomorrow. Whenever you listen to this, doesn't matter when I recorded it, just know I'm going tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like I owe you guys some cool, exciting stories. Dragon Con's coming around. We are behind the scenes planning for that. Trying to get some things in order. And quite frankly, this year I've just been traveling a lot. I got a friend getting married later this year, and Dragon Con's coming up, and a few other things. So that's been it. That has been it. So I can't complain. But you know who can complain? A friend of mine. Maybe around, it was a holiday, so November, December. They live in upstate New York. They were out of town, actually. I remember this. On vacation. And somebody drove into their car. I saw the video from a Ring doorbell. They came barreling through. It was like a TMZ video. What the heck? I swear, if I remember correctly, they almost flipped over. And I don't know. It was a residential neighborhood. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what the trouble the Duke boys are up to. But by golly, they were going pretty fast. So, that's always a pain in the neck, and having to deal with your car getting repaired or totaled or whatever. I had another friend recently had a car accident, and they were both okay, And so when you're okay, then you go on to worrying about all the other crap. So it was a pain in the behind, but she got through it. She did it. I think, matter of fact, both of them, funny enough, got new cars out of it. Not like they were free cars, but still, it's fun to have an excuse to get a new car. I kid you not, maybe 3 months later, one of my friends sideswiped again. Car parked in a residential neighborhood, and somebody hit it. I've never, knock on wood, y'all, I've never had that happen to me ever. And this person, it happened in a span of 3 months. And I was like, is that the thing to do up there? Is that what's popping off in upstate New York? Apparently, that's just the thing to do. Hit park cars. So I share that story because A, it's kind of funny. My friend's going through it. I hate it for her. She probably listens to this or will or something, or someone will tell her. But the point is, it's a little funny when it's not you. But also, the real reason I share it, things aren't that bad, man. Things aren't that bad, all things considered. Hey, I mentioned Hungry Root. Today, I just made, what did I make today? Some Southwestern chicken tacos that were really good. Coming up next, I have some chicken curry fried rice coming up. Sounds pretty good. I might make that later tonight. I got to run to the store. I might come back and make that rice. This is what this podcast is now, me just figuring out my life on the air. But anyway, if you're interested in Hungry Root, you want to eat what I'm eating, you can go to TonyPHenderson.com. There's a little code. You can save $50. Eat like me. Yeah. Y'all, I almost forgot. How could I forget? I was reminded by that cool tone and theme song. If you listen, you already know. If you're new, I'm telling you now. Music is by Greg Klima. You can find him at klima.com. That's KLYMA.com. Anyway, we are off to Japan. The prefectural world. Oh my goodness. Prefect. Okay, the word, the root is prefect. The adjective is prefectural. Board of Education announced that a 51-year-old teacher at a public junior high school in Shunan, Yamaguchi Prefecture had been suspended for 3 months. That's not that long. That's like just take me to summer vacation. Anyway, for suspended for 3 months for repeated inappropriate behavior. Now, hopefully, only 3 months, it can't be anything that bad, right? Like, I don't think it's, any sort of abuse or anything of that nature. I'll tell you exactly what it is because I already read the story and I have it right in front of me. 3 months because he was impulsively, and I quote, impulsively putting his colleague's toothbrush into his mouth. It seems he did this about 20 times. That's 20 times too many. According to the education board, the instructor visited a school nurse's office 30 times without authorization through the span of like a month or two. Each time, roughly at 5 a.m., he went through the room's desk and drawers and put the nursing teacher's toothbrush in his mouth. Why? Why are you there at 5 a.m.? That's actually my first question. I didn't go to Japanese prefectural public junior high school. They're not getting there at like 5 in the morning, are they? Because that explains a lot. Is that what's going on? They get to school super early? Or is he there super early? Or was he like creeping? That's what I want to know. Does school start at 6? And he's just like, yeah, get here, an hour early, get set up. Or does school start at 8? And he's like, yeah, I get here 3 hours early to be creepy. That's not in the article. But anyway, about 20 times. Also, oddly specific. I'm not even going to talk about the fact that he's using someone else's toothbrush. I don't need to point out how disgusting that is, right? I'm more fascinated with the other details. The school nurse noticed something was wrong, including a wet toothbrush. Yeah. Your toothbrush shouldn't ever be wet without you being the one that wet it. If it is, you got a problem. That applies to not just public schools in Japan, but any situation you may find yourself in. Let's see here. The school nurse noticed something was wrong, set up a video camera which captured the teacher's inappropriate behavior. The teacher was quoted as saying, this is his defense. This is it. When someone says, hey, yo, dog, why would you put somebody's strange toothbrush in your mouth? He said, I got carried away with an impulse to put someone's toothbrush in my mouth. I felt close to the nursing teacher. Well, you can just, an impulse to put a toothbrush in your mouth. All right, I'll let you have that. That's fine. Go buy you some. Buy you some cheapies. Buy you some like travel toothbrushes. They even come in a little case. You can put it in your pocket. Travel with it. And then when you're like, man, I really need a toothbrush, you can do that. Also, I don't know, maybe I'm just gross, but I'm not bringing a toothbrush to work. Never a fan of that. There was always that one weirdo. Like every team I worked on in a corporate setting had like one or two weirdos that were obsessed with brushing their teeth at work. You're only there 8 hours, man. You can't wait. You can't brush in the morning, brush it at night. You gotta brush while you're at work. And you gotta let everybody know. That's always another thing. They always gotta let everybody know. Like, I'm brushing my teeth. No, who cares? Sorry. That dug up like some old corporate trauma. But anyway, that gentleman will be suspended for 3 months. And apparently in the same article, a completely separate instance, there was a 59-year-old teacher who was fired because she was drunk driving late last year. Matter of fact, she got drunk at her house, which is the place to do it, right? And then left her house and caused some property damage and was fired. Done. Kaput. Well, that stinks. And that's the end of the story. I literally pulled this article up and I was about to record the podcast. I said to myself, I haven't showered today. I'm going to go do that first. Plus, I was looking greasy on the camera if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify. And as I was getting done and as I was brushing my teeth, it dawned on me, anything short of being stranded in the woods or on a deserted island, there's no reason for me ever to put somebody else's toothbrush in my mouth. I don't care if you are a partner, a family member, my own child. There is nobody close enough to me, nor is there a reason that I am putting someone else's toothbrush in my mouth intentionally. Accidents happen, whatever. We can talk about that. Intentionally. What do you think? Can you come up with one? I can't. I don't want to just sit here in silence, and I think it's time for the show to end. But I want to know, is there a time? Why? Why would you do that? Other than, hey, here's $1 million if you put this toothbrush in your mouth. I'd probably do that.